everybody, and welcome to the Heavy Leather Topless Dance Party. You haven't seen our show before? It's a little rock and roll dance party. You're going to have a good time. But before we get to the festivities, let me introduce everybody. My name is Ken. You might know me as the frankly legendary rock and roll writer Sleaze Grinder. And this is the last gang in town. To my right, there she is. It's America's Showgirl, everybody. It's Elsa Riot. Yeah! To my left, there she is. The Jessie to my Walter, the Chucky to my Fonz. It's Stacy DC. Yeah! To my other left, it's the Kings of the Nighttime World. It's the Black Leather Lagoon. Incredible show. It's the first show of 2019. And what a showstopper it's going to be. Tonight, playing some music for you. The Smitty Band, everybody! Yeah! Look at them over there. There's so many of them.
1, 2.
Can you even count them all?
Too many.
It's a very full house.
Also, tonight, funny man Steve Halligan's here. He's going to make you laugh.
Yes.
Yeah! And we're playing Banana Pants tonight.
Yeah. Finally.
Banana Pants! Yeah! Let's hear it for Banana Pants! Yeah! We'll talk about that in a minute.
It's exactly what you think it is, it turns out.
Yeah, it's extremely literal. To your disappointment, maybe.
That is not to be confused with Bananas Magazine, which our own Chris Knievel writes for, and the new issue is out now.
Yes.
Yeah!
Where do you get this thing, Chris? Where do we find this thing?
Oh my gosh, the interwebs? You can stop it out in your ear in Boston. You ever fucking hear of it? Stop there. Also, Grooves in Somerville. They're really nice people.
Bananas Magazine, everybody. It's the new year, so let's find out quickly how everybody's New Year's went. Here we go. Elsa Riot, how was your New Year's Eve?
It was great. I drank a lot of scotch and dressed really fancy at a bar.
Scotch and dressing fancy.
Always, even on New Year's Eve. This one, what the hell?
Stacy DC, how about you?
Well, it started out rough. I forgot to eat my edible before I left,
Okay.
but luckily,
Oh,
a stranger gave me one before I went into a show, so it all turned out well.
Is that safe to eat people's edibles on the street? Street edibles?
She said it was like eucalyptus flavor, so I was like, I trust you.
Okay, all right.
You know?
And what happened at midnight? What happened? What was?
I hugged my friend Katie.
Oh, you gave Katie a hug.
And she's not a hugger, so it wasn't a
So
pleasant
she didn't.
hug.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it was not good, but it was fine. There was confetti, whatever.
Any resolutions, Stacy DC, for 2019?
Just dig myself out of my depressive hole.
Okay, that's good.
That's good, right? Let's do it. What about you, bud?
I didn't actually do anything for New Year's, but I do want to, because I'm almost 50. I don't have to do it. What do I got? I don't have to prove anything to
You're
anybody.
perfect. You really are the closest to perfect I've ever met.
Thank you, pal.
Except your tooth.
Since we last spoke, I got a new tattoo. You guys want to see my new tattoo?
Yeah.
Still healing up a little bit, but boom, there you go. Boom.
Yeah!
That's not safe for
love
work,
it.
man.
It's Black Rose.
It's beautiful, though.
Thank you. Yeah, it's healing up, but it's going to look fantastic. It's the cover of Thin Lizzy's Black Rose, which is my favorite album by my favorite band. There you go. Boom. And what I learned in the parlance of tattoo artists, hand tattoos are known as job killers. So keep that in mind, everybody.
Huh.
Yeah!
So think it through.
I hope your retirement savings is considerable.
Again, I'm almost 50. What are you going to do to me at this point? Hey, are you guys...
Put you in a shitty nursing home is what we're going to do.
Do you think you'll let us do the show?
Are you guys in the mood for a little rock and roll?
Yeah!
Well, we are prepared to give you a little rock and roll. Here they are, everybody, making their heavy leather debut. It's the Smitty Band! Yeah!
and serious. Subtle 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 and serious. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. In a shisha cafe, a blood red fence, outrageous display. You drew from the nausea with smoldering air. Impetuous now, so devil may care. That's delicious, you're so delicious. That's delicious, you're so suspicious. Oh, baby, don't be so capricious. That's delicious. You're so auspicious. Ooh, baby, eat to the tire. You can bring down the Ottoman Empire. Two the symbols, one finger dry. Constantinople, baby, here I come. That's delicious, you're so delicious. That's delicious, so suspicious. Oh, baby. That's delicious, you're so auspicious. Shake it, baby. Resting on your face, belly rhinestone perfectly in place. You gifted tulips to the world. You're a basket, baby, a pheasant girl. What? That's delicious, you're so delicious. That's delicious, you're so suspicious. That's delicious, you're so auspicious. Yeah.
Smitty Band.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa!
Come on over here, Smitty. Here he comes. Here comes. Here comes. Here comes Smitty. Here we go. Why don't you bring everybody over here? Are we happy we can fit
all your Smitty's behind the counter.
Funny of
I'm
you.
sure we can fit everybody here.
Man. Oh my God. I think my junk is covered. We're good.
Oh my God, Smitty! Without looking, can you tell me how many people are in your band?
10. We were 8 in June of this year, and now we're 10.
What do you?
That's some good contact.
What do you feed them all?
Peanuts, pizza, barbecue chicken, and ham and lots of whiskey, scotch, wine, beer.
It's a good eating.
We are well fed. We are very well.
That's it. They're very well fed band.
Whiskey, a little. A little what?
It's a good drinking band.
Can you introduce them all in under a minute?
In under a minute, let's see. James, Joellen, Linda was back in the back. Sammy, Eddie. I think I see Jonathan. Trick. Andrew, Danny, and who did I miss? And yourself. And myself. Well, yeah, Smitty. How's it going?
Tell us how this all came together. What is the origin?
Oh no! It's always the drama.
Oh my God!
Danny.
Look what this guy did. You wrecked that first set.
It was the drugs I gave him. It's coming down.
Just take it easy on the
Scenery's
drummer.
coming down.
It tasted like eucalyptus.
I can't help but see how picturesque we all look together in our like black and silver.
It is. It's matching very nicely.
It's very nice.
Black leather.
Quite nicely.
Thank you.
All right.
Black
All right,
leather, the
all right,
Black
Smitty.
Leather Lagoon, definitely inspiration.
Tell us. Give us the Smitty journey. How did we get here?
Well, the Smitty journey started about 10 years ago when I was writing, but when I was getting the songs together and going in the recording studio, this is pretty much what I envisioned for the band. So even though, we're only about a year old, this, in my mind's eye, everybody up here is who I was hoping to get, and we got them.
What was the pitch? What was the vision like when you were telling these people, "I want you to be in my band"? What did you describe to them?
Well, they knew me.
Yeah.
And they knew it was going to be. They knew it was going to be a good time no matter what. There was no way we were going to get up and do this unless it was just wonderful and we had a good time. And so far we're doing both.
You got a record. This guy's got a new record. Do you have a copy of the record, by the way? It would be really nice if you did. That would really.
I'll try to remember to visually bring it up here when before the end of the show.
Okay.
But
So
it's
you
called.
I
do have, and I brought enough for everyone,
Fantastic.
so we can share. And it's called Just a Modern Guy. And the URLs are crazy long, but if you go to CD Baby or to Bandcamp, you can get the downloads and the actual CD from there, and then of course all the streaming and downloadable things where we make a whole 0.0001 cents for every time you play it.
I feel as though the title, Just a Modern Guy, maybe there might be a trace of irony to that. Is that?
Well, yes,
is
indeed.
that what we're talking about?
Yes,
Why did you
that
call
and
it
the
that?
fact that one of my short list of idols, Mr. Ignatius of the Pop.
Okay.
Just a modern
I'm just
guy
a modern
and
guy.
Lust for Life. The line
Right.
from that
Sure.
definitely describes my my life ethos, ethic.
Hey, let's talk about the kilts. There's a couple of these characters wearing kilts. First of all, Smitty, is it cool to see what's under the kilt? Is that?
Even though you guys have that like 10 o'clock thing where you can like show and say things at 10, let's not and say we did. I mean, your beautiful dancers are probably worrying more than I am underneath this
Oh
kilt.
my God! Really? Okay.
Wait, is that always your MO with kilts?
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah. Let's.
Yeah.
This is the debut of the kilt.
Oh, this is the debut.
This is debut kilt.
How's it feel? Same with you? No,
Just
Commando?
how modern a guy you are.
I mean,
Oh man.
beautiful.
Well, since coming on this show, I've may become a little bit more modern as the show has started.
So does the kilt feel like you thought it was going to feel, or is
Well,
it different?
I had an idea. I mean, the fact that we gave up, this dresses for pants, like however many hundreds of years ago was just the worst idea ever. Skirts, kilts are the way to go.
Yes.
No two ways about it.
What's the benefit of the kilt? Yeah, 'cause you might be selling us. You might be
You can
selling
go
us.
commando,
on this.
You go,
or you
well-
can wear your baggiest, grossest,
Commando
whitey,
wins.
huge period panties. And either way, you're
My period panties, yes. My period panties are in
don't
sad
have to worry
shape.
about lines.
I really want to see what's under that thing, but maybe we'll see how the night.
There you go.
goes.
There you go.
I mean, if you want to look, man.
You. By the way, you originally from Detroit? Is that?
Originally from Detroit, that's the D. I carry it around with me.
There
But
it
been
is,
here since
right there.
85, but
he's still
I'm originally
talking
from
about
Detroit.
it.
There you
He's
go.
been here since 1985. He's still talking about Detroit.
There you go. That's right.
I was there twice. I would personally.
too many
Yeah, that's
times
way
or
too
not
many
enough?
times.
Yeah.
You kidding me? Have you ever been there? It's way too many times. But it's got a legacy.
It does have a
if you say that
legacy.
you're from Detroit, it's got some.
It does. Detroit is a great
juice.
place. I'm glad I live here now, but I'm very happy that I was born and raised in Detroit before I came out here. I brought a lot with me, and I've been able to unleash this Detroit
So you're
sort
taking
of.
a little Detroit
yes,
Motor City,
absolutely.
rock and roll.
It really helps shape the
And you put it
music,
here.
and I think that's the one thing that we have that's a little different from a lot of bands from this area is we definitely have a lot of Motor City and oil and dirt and combustion, and we're all very proud of that.
Well, you've put together an incredible band here.
Thank you.
And I hope that the stages in town can fit all these people.
That is a consideration.
They don't go crashing through.
That is a consideration. Actually, speaking of stages, I would like to talk about our one show coming up in about a week and a half.
Whoa. Plugs time is at the end of the show.
Oh!
Look at this guy. He's trying to sneak in the plug in.
Okay, I will not talk about
guy's
Hubba
schedule,
being the
man.
sponsor. No way. I won't do that.
There they are, everybody. The Smitty Band. Okay, we're going to Okay, off you go.
Thank
There
you,
they go.
Ken. Thank
there
you.
they go. Smitty Band. We'll hear some more music from the Smitty Band in just a little bit. But
I'm not convinced he's just not the ringleader of a big orgy group. Right?
we don't know what'll happen afterwards.
Right?
All right, everybody, listen. You know how we do it on this show. We play a little music, and then we have a few laughs.
It's incredible what we do here.
And it's time for some laughs, and I think you're gonna love this guy. He's a big up-and-coming comic on the scene. Look at the camera sneaking up
I
on me.
know, it's spooky.
You want to keep going? Keep going. Oh,
Can't wait to you.
beautiful. You're gonna love this guy. Here he comes, Steve Halligan, everybody!
Greetings, everyone. How are we doing tonight? Yeah! Yeah, we're doing good. Doing good. I guess I dropped acid a little too early. This would have been fun to be peeking here for this, but oh well. Oh well. I'm 42. It's a weird age.
Nice.
Appropriate response. One clap. The rest is sort of muted. 42 is not much of a celebration. It's not a celebrating birthday. It's more of a it's like a milestone. It's like a longing back. It's like a looking back at better times. Like, I'll give you an example. When I was in my 20s, I heard this thing on the news that said sex drive goes down for men as they get older. And I was like, that's never going to happen to me. And then it happened to me. In my 20s, I had sex one time. This is crazy. It was in a tent during the day. That's some risky behavior. There was a night this summer, my fiance, who's now my wife, decided not to have sex. You know why? Because it was warm. That's right. Yeah. That was like we had a discussion. We laid down the pros and cons and together came to the conclusion that we did not want to be naked and on top of each other in this oppressive heat. So you know what I did the next day? I went out and I bought an air conditioner because I'm not a total asshole. Can you swear in this thing?
Sure.
All right, cool.
Let it fly.
Okay, good. I spent $200 on this air conditioner, which means it was the first time I've ever paid to have sex. Yeah. I tell you, it's kind of exciting. You know, every time I turn the AC on, even now in the car, I put the AC on, I kind of get a boner. Turns me on. I put it on credit too, because that's another thing you do in your 40s. You build your credit. You know, that's what, like, I think that's sexy. You know, I used to think it was about having a big dick, and since I don't have that, it's really about having a good credit score. I think that's what people like now. And you know what else is wasted on the youth? 69ing. Like, if someone were to say to me, hey, Steve, as a 42-year-old man, what's your ideal fantasy 69 scenario look like? And since nobody would ask me that, I ask myself this every night. And the answer is simple. It's a mutual foot rub. Yeah. Think about it, man. It's the same kind of comfort and intimacy and relief without any of that nonsense in your face. Because that's kind of what genitalia really is. It's just nonsense. You guys still into your dicks and pussies. That's cool. Not me. I'm over mine. I'll tell you what happened. I was in my closet and I was getting changed, and I looked down and the tip of my dick was sticking out, and I don't know how many guys have ever seen their dick by accident. You know, like usually when you see it, you know you're gonna see it. Like it's on purpose. And usually it's in like full screen or like display mode, you know? But here it was, just this little dinky little dink. And I looked at it and I saw it for what it was for the first time in my life. It's just this tiny, powerless, like puppy that just wanted to be involved, you know? You just wanted to know what was going on, what I was up to, where we were going to go, if I was going to let him out. I was like, you know what, dude, I'm done with you. I'm done. That was like my feminist epiphany, because after I stared at it for 10 seconds, I was like, what? There's nothing wrong with it. And then at 20 seconds, I started to like tear up a little bit. And at 30 seconds, I wanted to call every woman that I've ever been with and just apologize to them for putting up with me. And I'm married now, which I'm so grateful for. My wife's amazing. We sit in bed, watch a lot of YouTube videos, because that's what you do at 40. You just watch things. I watch a lot of Boston police press conferences. I know it's a weird genre, but I just enjoy the accent. And I wonder if there's a day at Police Academy where they teach vocab words. Do you know what I'm talking about? Whenever there's a police press conference, they always use these big words that don't need to be there, you know? Like, I'll give you an example. Here it is. Here's my impression of Boston Police Press Conference. Got to do the zipper. That's really important, first of all. Yeah! So, which is how every amazing speech in history begins, right? Everything, when you think JFK, MLK, all the Ks really start with, yeah, so, at approximately 2:32 a.m. I'm like, hold it right there. That is not an approximate time. That is an exact time. Okay, keep playing. Approximately 2:32 a.m., the alleged suspect was seen lurking in the vicinity, so officers approached, weapons were brandished, at one point shots were fired, and unfortunately lethal force was used. But, what were those words? Irregardlessly, serendipitously, and ubiquitously, everything's going to be back to normal. So I can't help but wonder, what's this guy like at home? You know? Like, is he always like that? Does he ever tone it down? Comes home after a long double shift of detail, and his daughter's waiting for him. She's like, Daddy, can you just tell me a story? I've been waiting up all night for you. Ah, Jesus Christ, honey, it's been a long day. I don't know. You should be in bed. Please, just tell me how you met Mommy again. All right. Yeah, well, so, at approximately 2:32 a.m., your mother was seen lurking in the vicinity, so, I approached her, brandished my weapon, was able to gain entry, shots were fired, and, irregardlessly, serendipitously, ubiquitously, 9 months later, you evacuated the premises. Thank you so much. You guys are great. Thank you. Thank you.
Steve, come sit down with us for a moment. Hello. Here he is. Here goes.
Nice to see you.
Here goes Steve. Do you know Elsa?
I've met her before, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
definitely.
Wait, here or comedy studio?
I actually have a funny story.
Go ahead.
It was at the improv. Really quickly, and you gave me your business card, which was in my jacket for a really long time, and then it fell out of my jacket. And my
Did
wife,
it get you in trouble?
well, I mean, my wife and I have an understanding that like I run into people a lot, and I have a lot, but it definitely, she was like, "Who's this?" She thought you were
What's
very,
on your
very pretty.
business card, Elsa?
Yeah, right.
Just me.
America's Showgirl. By the way, you were recently on the locally famous radio show, Manny in the Morning,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
108 FM.
Yeah.
And I wonder if this show feels like a step up or a step down for you. Go ahead.
It was
Be honest.
really early in the morning.
Okay.
That show, and this is a good time for me. So
Okay.
I'd say it's a step. It's a step.
It's a step.
It's a step.
What kind of snacks did they have?
I brought snacks.
Oh,
Dude.
you brought
I brought
snacks.
snacks because I was like, oh, radio, I got to do good, and
Yeah.
I'll bring snacks. And,
Wait, you brought snacks for them too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did they?
That's a good-
No,
No,
the
not for you
radio
guys.
show. Not for us.
That's smart.
Did they appreciate the snacks?
They did, but
What'd
I
you
haven't
bring
heard
'em?
back from them
Bagels?
yet. I don't know, like Hostess donuts, just like whatever.
Nice. Everybody loves
Did you,
those.
Steve? Did you used to be in a band?
I was, yeah.
Was it a good band?
Yeah, we were great. Metal band.
Wow. What were you called?
We were called Humans Being.
Humans Being. What did you play?
I played bass.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, it was cool.
What kind of songs did you have? Like, give me some titles.
It's better to have loved and than have lost than it is to get stabbed in the eye with a pencil.
Yeah. Okay. I can.
First time in a hearse.
First time in a.
That's a good one.
Thank you. Yeah. Forever ends today. You want me to keep going?
No, it's okay. But what subgenre of metal were you?
Oh, dude, I don't know. Like we
Was it
played
thrash?
we
Was
played
it-
music and people heard each other
Was it-
and we laughed and
was it-
smoked a lot of weed.
Death metal? Was it?
Nah.
New metal.
Yeah. Was it new metal?
It was hardcore. It was like
hardcore.
It was
Hardcore
like the
metal.
tail end of the Boston hardcore scene.
Okay.
But we didn't fit in with any of the hardcore bands because like we didn't beat people up.
Okay. Steve Halligan, everybody. All
Thank
right,
you
Steve.
so much.
All right. Well, we're gonna find out.
I'm out.
There he goes. We're gonna find out where we can see Steve next in just a little bit.
I really hope 2019's his new
it's
dick
for sure.
year. Just the year of the reawakening of Steve's dick.
This is going to be the year of medium dick energy, I think, because there's too bad.
It's good
We had a
enough.
whole year of the big dick energy. Now let's
Smitty really took the dick out of me.
let's let the 5 inches have there. Anyway, listen. So we'll talk to Steven a little bit, but first it's time to play Banana Pants. Can we get Sam over here? Because Sam is really Sam is really the reason we're playing Banana Pants right now.
I guess. Thank you.
So she's going to she'll explain the origins of Banana Pants. Go ahead. How do we
Hi.
end up here?
Okay, so I was at Black Leather practice, and it was when
Yeah.
we were learning that Mummy song, and Becca was there playing the organ.
Becca, our sound person.
Yep, it's true.
Okay.
And I don't actually know how it came up. We just started making jokes about how funny it would be if you were wearing really tight pants and you were trying to shove chili into the pockets of the pants.
Yeah.
And so we just came up with this idea, and then I pretty much just I pitched it to you
Yeah.
that same night, I think. As well
Right,
as I
you
could
like-
communicate
chili can.
like chili.
Wet
yeah.
chunky
Yeah,
chili.
I think she
You're
pitched it
sick. I love
as
it.
chili, and that doesn't really work. But I was like, well, what about bananas?
I think I also said bananas.
I think she said
was
bananas.
Like, I was like, we could be trying to shove lots of different things into our pants.
Right.
Yeah.
So here we are.
Here we
So
go.
here we are. We're gonna play banana pants, and this is how it's played. I think Chris, you're playing, right? Chris Knievel is playing. Sam's playing.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Stacy's playing.
pants are
Everybody
tight.
with the tight pants, and Elsa's playing, and myself. And what we're gonna do is in 2 minutes.
Don't worry, also, they're peeled. Wait, they're unpeeled
They're unpeeled.
bananas.
Oh,
They're
okay.
unpeeled.
Okay,
Look,
unpeeled.
the gorilla is holding the bananas right now. He's got a big bushel of bananas.
I hope that's enough.
Aw, he's cradling them like
So
a
in
baby.
2 minutes,
Aw.
you shove as many bananas as you can in your
I
pants.
think I can fit all of those just in my
and
pants.
then after the 2 minutes, we will count them out, see who wins. And of course, the winner gets to keep the bananas. All right, here we go. You guys ready?
Am I? I don't know.
All right, everybody, come on over here, and then we'll begin. All
Can I
right,
take my belt off?
no, belt on.
belt on. Exactly, belt on. No, you're right though. You're right though. Belt on.
Oh, but the
Come on. All right, here we go. All right, you guys get over there. All right. Hey, so I need somebody to play 2 minutes worth of music for me. Smitty, can I have 2 minutes of harmonica music, perhaps? Sure. Thank you. All right, and somebody signal when we're at the end of the 2 minutes, and then we'll see what we got. Are you gonna time it? All right, Justin's gonna time it. You guys ready? Are you guys ready?
grab the bananas at once?
Yeah, we all grab the bananas at once. You guys? Are you guys ready? Here we go. It's banana time. Go.
I know some baby food in my.
That was. Yeah.
All right, everybody. We all have bananas in our pants now. And we'll see.
Yeah. Can we all just give a close up of what we've got? Never felt more strong in life.
Yeah. All right. So now what we're going to do is one by one, we're going to take the bananas out of our pants, and then we will count them. And unfortunately, and by the way, you were not able to unbuckle or unzip while you're putting them in, but you are to take them out. So keep that in mind. I have one banana in my pants.
That's all you got? One.
So I could fit.
Oh, man.
Dude, can we talk about my big dick energy right now?
Yes!
Now let's
This
go
is
to
my thing.
Stacy. How many bananas do you have? How many bananas do you have in your pants? 1, 2.
My song is caught in
3, 4, 5, 6,
Look at this one.
7, 8. That's a lot of bananas. All right, get out of here. Chris,
All right.
how many bananas do you have in your pants there? 1,
0.
2, 3,
Trying to make this all sexy for you.
It is.
4 bananas! We shouldn't have done this right after Christmas. Pants are tighter than usual. All right, so 1, 4, and 8. All right, you, Elsa, come on over here. Here we go, Elsa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my God! So
Mine's fun.
no, she's got 7. You had 8.
I had 8.
She had 8.
I can't-
She had 7, buddy.
She had 8.
You're in the lead. Just be happy you're in the lead.
I'm so happy about this.
Someone's been practicing.
All right, and finally, let's see how many. It's her game after all. Let's find out how many bananas Sam has in her pants. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bananas! Sam has 9 bananas in her pants! What an upset.
These are all yours.
Sam, as the winner of Banana Pants, guess what? You win all the pants bananas! What are you going to do with all your pants bananas?
Wow, I really should have thought about that, I guess.
You're gonna get all your
I have no idea.
Listen.
I'm just gonna get another pair of pants and put them all in that pair of pants.
These are perfect smoothie bananas now, and they're not just because they touched our crotches doesn't mean unpeeled. They're totally fine.
I need a blender.
We gotta sell the bananas and buy a blender.
Okay,
then you're not
we'll
gonna
figure it
have
out. We'll
it
figure
in
it
the
out. True.
Banana Pants, everybody. All right, everybody back to... Well, that was incredible. Hey, can we bring... we got a couple of minutes to bring Steve Halligan back out here? Steve Halligan, where are you, buddy? Let's bring him back out here. Let's bring him out. Let's bring him out! Steve Halligan!
How did I make it back out?
Just we couldn't quit you, Steve.
Yeah, we decided we needed to
We're trying
unravel,
with you.
unpeel.
Yeah, you got very intimate up there, and there's a lot to unpack, right?
Yeah.
I am a very intimate comic.
You recently got married,
I did.
so you must be feeling pretty optimistic
About what?
about the future. If you just got
Absolutely.
married.
Well, yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course I'm optimistic.
Tell me about the...
You're beaming with optimism.
Am
I
I?
gotta say.
Do
Yeah.
I? Are you guys being sarcastic?
Yeah, a
Yeah,
little bit.
you
Oh,
got
okay.
it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't tell if you like us or not.
Oh, I really do like you
Oh,
guys.
cool.
I have a.
We don't care, but we can't tell.
I can
right?
see myself on the monitor, and I
Yeah.
have a really poor body image.
Oh.
So I feel like lumpy, and so yeah.
I have 4 different shades of black on, and I can tell from
The key is
quite
just
a
to wear
few.
black and
Not be
black on
lumpy.
the show.
and not be lumpy. Yeah.
You look great, Steve.
Thank you.
This is your year, man.
Let me ask you a
It
question.
is.
How many bananas do you think you could have fit in your pants? Just
Yeah,
guess.
these are-
One.
One. Yeah, it's
One
harder
ban-
than you think.
One banana. 1 banana, 2 bananas, 3 bananas.
Should I have?
4.
Should we have allowed from the other way in? Could you have through the pant
I
leg?
think it was all
I would have won if
Yeah.
that was
'Cause you got the
true.
wide.
Yeah. I tried to play dirty, but I couldn't get him past the waistband, really.
What are other things you think would be fun to shove in your pants? Have you
Watermelons.
Watermelons. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Have you actually ever shoved anything into your pants that you can think of?
Pine cones.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I fit
Like
40,
a
48
squirrel?
pine
Brutal.
cones
You did?
in my
Really?
pants last night.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a crazy night.
What's I bet I was 42 a while back there. I don't really
Okay,
remember
okay.
what
The
it was
best
like.
thing is to shove change in your nose. You remember that game? That's a good game.
Like
You see
like
how much
change.
money you can
Remember
fit
money.
when?
in your nostrils. Ken and I used to play the game when we're bored, right?
Yeah, I was sticking.
Is that when you guys were doing coke and it was because you used dollars, not change?
Can't afford
No, it's
cocaine.
quarters. Yeah.
We're working.
Okay.
We're working.
But I am very
nonprofit sector.
optimistic. I just
Okay, good. Yeah,
yeah.
it's 2019
absolutely.
and we're looking forward. And I just,
Yeah.
what do you think we're looking forward to? What do you think is going to happen in the next year? Where do you think we're going, man? Are we going in the right direction?
Where are you
I mean, you
going?
have to believe in the whole like the world didn't start on January 1.
Yeah.
And it didn't end on that's all arbitrary. So
Right.
I don't really do the whole New Year's thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
know.
either.
I don't
but
mean to
this
be
year-
a bummer, but that's just
Some years you just actually need a forced reset button. So this year is like, I fucking need a New Year's Eve today. Or, yeah, this year. But I agree. Usually the resolution thing's a bunch of shit.
Yeah, I mean, you need to have intentions and like follow through with them. But to pick an arbitrary date to have everyone, I don't know, man. Just do your thing and like don't talk about it until you did it.
Okay.
That's good advice, Steve.
Thank you.
So what Steve says, just do your thing. That's number one.
Do your thing.
And number two,
don't talk
about it
And then brag about it.
until you've done it. Yeah.
And then you
And
have
then
something to
brag
talk
about
about.
Yeah, because that's the trappings I fall into a lot. Like, oh man, I'm gonna do this, and then I say it out loud.
Yeah, and then people are like, hey, what happened to your screenplay that you were writing?
Right. That way you can live in mediocrity.
You ever try to write a screenplay?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Me
did.
too. And
I did.
And then it's like, what am I doing?
I wrote a musical.
Oh my God.
I wrote a
Was it
musical.
a rock and roll
That's
musical?
unexpected.
It was about
Was it a metal musical?
Yeah.
no. It was about a all right, this is
Okay.
okay.
All right.
It's about a virus that made people break out into song.
Steve.
And like it's a classic love story, you know, where like basically the boy gets this virus and his girlfriend doesn't.
Yeah.
And he's like, why won't you sing and dance with me? This is so amazing. And she's
Right.
like, what's wrong with you? You're like, so it's like Footloose, but
It's
but, like,
meta. It's kind of meta. I like it actually.
yeah, and
It's
it
Footloose meets.
meets like chemical weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Footloose meets chemical weapons. And the whole town is split. The whole town is like totally
Some people
split.
want to dance, some people don't want to
Yeah,
dance.
and it's like tearing people's like families apart, husbands
Yeah.
and wives are like and the thing is the song it's like you just sing the truth.
Yeah.
You know? Like
I can't believe you didn't see this through, man. It's
well,
so good.
I need help. Like people like Johnny who I was
Johnny,
like
you want to write a musical with this guy?
let's revive it. All right.
All right, these guys got a lot to talk about. All right, get out of here again, Steve.
All right, thanks everyone.
There he goes. Good job, man. It's got a musical
I love
in the
this
works.
guy.
All right.
He's coming back.
He'll come back. But first, we have a little more music for you. And guess what? We have a special guest as well.
What?
Can you believe that?
There's one more person coming?
There's one more person. They
Yes.
could barely fit into the station because there's so many people here. But we got one more in, and it is the incredible, one of our absolute favorites. We love her very much. The incredible Jessicalee Skary, everybody. Performing with the Smitty Band! my
Oh my
God.
God! How are you not? Incredible.
Let's get Jessica over here real quick. Jessica.
Can you do that one more time?
Yeah, can we see that one more time?
does that-
Stace, can
how
we
does
see?
that work?
Can we see this?
Just seems like the chair should tip over, right?
the
It's like a
death-defying-
shitty old chair.
Jessicalee Skary. Oh my God, what a scene. All right, everybody, this has really been exciting. But you know what? It's that time of the show again. It's the time where we have to do the plugs because after all, everybody's here for a reason. They want you to go to their shows and buy their products. So let's bring the Smitty Band over here. Let's bring Steve Halligan over here. Let's bring Jessicalee Skary over here. Jessica, we got a place for you right here. And then we'll, oh my God, well, here we go. And then we'll get to all these plugs. Incredible. Let me just say this. First of all, next week on the show, Stigmatics will be here. They're going to play some rock and roll. Let's hear it for Stigmatics. Funny lady Tukey Kavanaugh is coming. She's going to make you laugh. Yeah. Right. And a little burlesque from Ruby Whip with the Black Little Lagoon, everybody. Yeah. That's all next week. But right now, let's get to the plugs. First of all, Jessicalee Skary. Once again, you've done it.
Happy New Year.
You've thrilled and chilled. It's 2019. I'm sure you got a lot of stuff planned already. Let's hear about some of it.
Woof. I do have a lot of stuff planned already. I'm very excited.
Okay, let's
I
hear
have
about
an immersive theater Incantrix project coming up at Oberon on March 7th. And there's already so much interest in it, they might offer us another date. It's a half
explain what that
LARP,
means?
half strip show.
Okay, half LARP, everybody, which is
Live action role play.
action role playing.
I'm a big geek. I'm
then
actually
half
going to be
stripping.
with these guys. I'm going to be with Smitty again.
Yes.
And I'll let him tell you more about that after
Okay,
Elsa.
all right.
Handoff.
Wait a minute, but wait, hold on. In the LARPing thing, let's get back to the LARPing for a moment if we can.
I thought that I'd let that sneak by.
What sort of characters will be represented in the LARPing?
So it's the Carnivale de Escura, which is
Okay.
an evil carnival.
It's an evil carnival, okay.
Think like early 1900s.
Okay.
Demons, very suave, very sexy,
Okay.
not very serious. But lots of performances and lots of games. If you just come and watch a show, you'll enjoy it if you
Okay.
like shows. But if you want to, you can play a character in this show.
Oh my God,
and
you can
affect
join in.
change in the story. And if you're already a fan of Incantrix, because I'm new to this project,
Okay.
but there's a lot of people who are really into it. They have a storyline that goes through all of their shows. It's a really
It's wild.
wild
It's
puzzle.
Stacy.
I
It's
gotta
wild.
go. I don't get it, so I'm gonna go.
You gotta go, and then you'll get
awesome,
it.
Though.
And then you'll get it. All right, beautiful. Hey, let's hear about what Elsa's up to.
Smoke and Shadows is this Saturday night at the Rockwell in Davis Square. It's 9:30 p.m. Burlesque live music, comedy. It's going to be a good time, and you can find tickets at elsawright.com.
Yeah, Smoke and Shadows now on
right.
Saturday nights.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Speaking of Jessicalee Skary,
Okay.
we not only are we honored to have her do her performance for one of our songs at once on Saturday, January 12th, but we're also very proud that we have Hubba Hubba as a sponsor for this live show. And the bands that are on this bill, I mean, we are so proud, to be opening it. So the doors are at 7:30. Smitty is going to be on at 8 o'clock sharp. So you want to get there early, park, get a drink, and start your night off with Smitty. But right after Smitty's done, then the next band up is going to be The Gala.
The Gala.
Yeah! And once the Gala has just fried you to just the most beautiful place you could ever possibly dream of, next up we have Gene Dante and the Future Starlets. Yeah! And Gene and his group are just gonna they're gonna level the room and they're gonna do such a great job. And then we have from Portland, Maine, the record release of Tiger Bomb.
Tiger Bomb.
So it's going to be a big show. You definitely, doors 7:30. You want to get there by, 8 o'clock with your drink in hand, ready to just see some amazing music. Jessicalee Skary, The Gala, Gene Dante and the Future Starlets, Tiger Bomb, and of course, myself and my beautiful band, Smitty.
Right. And don't forget to pick up their album, Just a moment. Why is Steve Halligan still over there?
Come back
Steve,
over
come on
here.
over here,
One
buddy.
more
We
time.
got on,
Last
Steve.
time.
Well, last time, buddy.
I think he thought he was done.
No, he's not done yet. He's almost done.
Where should I be?
There is no escape.
It really isn't. Steve Halligan,
Yes.
we need to know where to find you next.
How about
Okay, here we go.
January 9th?
January 9th.
Does that sound good? Yeah. So,
Sounds-
okay,
sounds
that sounds
fun.
good. Right, January 9th! Yeah! Yes! It's a Wednesday. Unbelievable.
We'll be on the air, but
Laugh Boston, January 9th, the Addicts Recovery Tour. It's a bunch of recovering drug addicts, such as myself and a bunch of other people who are also the same thing, but you don't have to be that to go.
Okay, all right.
And then January 26th, Kowloon. That might be the 7th. It's a Saturday. Kowloon Saugus. Kowloon!
Kowloon, everybody. Kowloon.
Brazilian beef.
No,
Right?
no, it's Chinese food.
I thought it was a Brazilian buffet.
Chinese food, buddy.
Really?
Yeah, it's very well-known place. The Kowloon. It's on Route 1. It's okay.
Doesn't Kowloon sound Brazilian?
No. Yeah. It sounds Chinese.
I would have paid money. I thought it was a Brazilian buffet, man.
All right, everybody, let's go over here. First of all, let's go over to the band. First of all, number one, if I may, congratulations once again to Sam for winning Banana Pants. If you ever ask her how many bananas she can get in her pants, she has an answer for you.
9.
I wonder if you guys have any gigs that you want to talk about.
Yeah! January 12th, we're back on a bullshit with these guys. Stop by Deadbeat Records. We have a fucking record coming out soon. Ah! Yeah!
So my band Radium Girls is going to be creeping out of hibernation to play at Toad on Tuesday, February like the 5th or something like that. With the Blue Ribbons, it's going to be awesome. Y'all should come by and fit in that tiny room. That'll be fun.
What about Johnny? He's got a musical coming up with Steve Halligan, I hear.
Steve Halligan are working on a musical. Look for it later this year.
I can't wait to see that. I hope you debut one of the songs here, Steve. That would really be something.
We're doing it.
All right, everybody. What a night this has been. And we'll have another one next week. But right now, this is the part of the show, everybody, where we dance. So you guys ready to play a little dance music for us? Yeah! We'll see you next week, everybody. There they are. It's the Black Leather Lagoon.